Alright guys, so anyways, let me get me adjusted here. Oh, we're all over the place. That ain't gonna work. Let me go back like this. So anyways guys, nothing going on tonight. I just figured I'd do a live stream. Didn't really have nothing to talk about. Nothing's going on that's too important. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. That's a little bit better, maybe. Get this over here so I can read any comments that come in. We got one person watching. So. Anyways, I don't know. Yep, you made it. You made it. Ooh, I have a Facebook notification. You can come in. What? How about? Listen to Papa there. You don't. He sounds like he always sounds. There's nobody watching it. No one's on here. You can come in. What do you think I was doing? So anyways, like I said, I was bored. Figured, the hell, let's do a live stream. Like I said, I don't got nothing to do. So I figured last stream we talked tools a little bit, so I figured I'd pull out some tools and talk about some tools maybe. Or if someone came in here and wanted to talk about something else, we could talk about that. Harbor Freight tools. 25% off on the front of the magazine here. So anyways. Talkin tools. Let's see, what all brands of tools do I got? I got every brand. I don't got every brand. I got a lot of brands though. Let's see, I got Pittsburgh. I got the Harbor Freight brand, Pittsburgh. DeWalt, Ryobi. It's looking up on my wall here that's hanging. I got Cobalt. Toolsmith. I never even heard of that brand before. I got a crescent wrench. That's a Toolsmith. A Toolsmith. I got Rigid. I actually got one snap-on wrench that I found somewhere. I can't remember where I found it at. I think that's it hanging up on my wall in the way of tools. Laguna, 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 I guess it's Laguna. Whatever brand that is. Never heard of that one either. Got Craftsman, got Husky, Stanley. I got Stanley wrenches. I got two sets of Stanley wrenches. I got Stanley pliers. I got Stanley screwdrivers. I got the Tractor Supply brand Allen wrenches, and I can't remember what they're called. I got Black & Decker. I got a Black & Decker right up there hanging on the wall. Nest Wing. I got a Nest Wing hammer. That's a Husky. It's a Husky hammer. I got a little crooked from beating stuff with it. Yep, so lots of tools. And I know this is really exciting TV here, but exciting stuff to be watching on YouTube. But to be honest with you, I got home last night, came out here today, messed around in the shop a little bit. Didn't really shoot any videos yet. I got a video that's uploaded tomorrow. I kind of got a video for next week, so I'm not in a rush to get a video shot. I am working on my other channel, the Renegade Garage channel. I think all my, pretty much everything that has to do with like metalworking, working on cars, and stuff like that is going to go on that channel. And there's a link in the description of every video that I upload up here that's over on my Renegade Garage channel. So if I got any kind of video where, like, I thought about doing like live streams of me working on vehicles. Like whenever I don't work on vehicles that often. I don't have like a mechanic shop or anything like that. So I thought maybe, like if I'm doing something working on a vehicle, set up a camera and do a live stream and do like a 2-hour live stream of me working on the vehicle. I mean, it's gonna be really entertaining. Mostly me losing tools and getting mad about not being able to get the vehicle fixed in a timely manner. But, or stuff like that. And then anything to do with welding, metalworking, stuff like that. I got a couple trailers I got to work on. And I need to get them back into the garage in here and actually get the stuff done that needs to be done. That way I can sell them. I plan on selling one for sure, but I might end up selling both of them and get an actual car trailer. The one I got is like the orange one, that the 5-part series of the that orange one I built. That's a utility trailer. Can't put a car on. It's not wide enough to get a car on. You might get a small car on, like a little 4-banger or something like that. But like a full-sized car truck is not going to fit. And I don't think it would hold it anyways, just because it's a really light duty frame. And I got another trailer out back. It's 23 feet with a 4-foot tongue, or 20. I think it's 26 or 20 foot, 26 or 28 foot overall. And then it's got like the actual space of the trailer, like 23. And I was going to turn that into an actual car trailer, get wider axles, because it's not wide enough right now. I'm trying to make like an 85 deck on it, and then keep it like a 20-foot deck with like a 2-foot dovetail or something like that. Have like 22-foot trailer with like the 4-foot tongue, or make it like 20 feet with a 4-foot tongue or whatever. And I'm going to do that, both of them, and I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm going to sell the orange one, the utility one, because I really don't use it to the sets back there. I figure I'll sell it, get my money back out of it, put money into the other one, and then if I decide to sell that one, then just go buy an actual, a car trailer that's set up for more what I want to do. Better get a car on it, or something that's, I think that 20-footer, I think I can make that work though. We'll see what happens. But I need to back the orange one in. I got a couple things I got to do to it before I can sell it. And I just need to get the shop kind of cleaned up a little bit, get that pole moved in the middle of my shop. There's a pole right there that holds the ceiling up. See it right there. So what happened is, when I bought this place, the ceiling sagged in the middle. You got the 2 walls, and the ceiling kind of sags from not being properly supported when they built it. So they stuck 3 or 4 of those poles in there to help hold the ceiling up. Well, I can move them. I got like 2 of them sitting there I'm not using, so I just moved one and put it over by the wall here, jack it up and take the middle one out. And I got one over on that one. That gives me enough room to pull a vehicle in, or to push the trailer in or whatever to work on it. Stuff like that. So, also, make sure I got volume. If I got volume, if I don't got volume, go in the comments and let me know that I don't got volume or whatever. I think I got volume now. So, like I said, we got 1 person watching. And like I said, I don't really expect a lot of people to come in. I really don't advertise these that much. And I probably should. I should probably get some kind of something up saying we're going live at, you know, whatever time. That way people have an idea. I just jump on here when I feel like it, because a lot of times I don't really know what's going on. Like today, you know, I was thinking about going live, but I wasn't sure what time. Then I came out today and I worked out here till like 5, and went and got something to eat, and I was just sitting there and I was like, oh, let's go live, and I ended up going live. But you know, if I set it up for next week, I might not even be in the garage. I might jump in my vehicle and be downtown or something at 7 o'clock. Be like, oh, I'm supposed to be going live right now. It's just really unpredictable. That's why I just throw them up whenever I do, and not a lot of people come into it. But I should kind of set up something, kind of give everybody a heads up that we're going live, or I'm going live, or whatever. Maybe I'd get more people in. I don't know. But anyways, back to the channel thing. I was talking about the trailers I need to do. So we're going to do like the channel, and all the channels are going to be the Renegade Garage and then the Andrews Custom Builds. The Andrews Custom Builds is going to be like more of the woodworking stuff on the woodworking side, because I am in the process of setting up not really setting up a shop, but kind of build and sell stuff. So I'm doing a lot of woodworking stuff, a lot of woodworking projects. So I'm going to keep the woodworking stuff on this channel, because it kind of goes with what this channel is, and then we're going to put all the metalworking stuff, like, and all the like the car repairs and stuff like that's going to go on the Renegade Garage channel. So I'm in the process of moving all the videos that are metalworking off this channel. If you go back and look, a couple of them have been taken down or privatized. I'm just making them private and moving them over there. As I move them over there, they're going to become private. So at some point, there'll be no more metalworking videos over here. So if you want to watch the metalworking stuff, the welding stuff, the working on the cars and all that stuff, you know, there's a link in the description below. Click that link over there, subscribe over there, and then, you know, how it's set up. And I don't got a lot of subscribers over there, so I'm not getting a lot of views or anything like that. I got 50-some subscribers over there right now. So it's going to take a while to get up to where I can even get like monetization on the channel or stuff like that. But that's fine. That's fine. So, and then we'll just you know, upload whatever. We got the woodworking stuff that's going to happen. Because as we get into the spring, I got some ideas of how to. I got some ideas of stuff I want to make. I don't know if it's going to sell or not. We'll see if we can get that stuff sold. I got a video uploading tomorrow on this channel. If you guys will see if you watch it. I think it's premiered on here right now. You can go. You can't watch it, but you can go look at the information about it, stuff like that. I guess I don't know how that premiere stuff works, but anyways, that's what we got, and it'll be uploaded tomorrow. And I don't want to. It's a coffee table build. So that's that, and then I'm working on a computer desk. I'm going to start. I was supposed to start it today. It's a bookshelf computer desk. I don't want to give too much away, but that'll be, hopefully it'll be probably a 2 or 3 part series. I ain't going to do the whole thing in one video, so hopefully next it'll be, won't be, we got tomorrow, maybe next week will be part 1. We'll see what happens with what we get done tomorrow, if we get anything done tomorrow, whatever, and if not, next week, and we'll see what happens. But that video will be coming out, and then from there we'll decide what other stuff we're going to do, because as we get into spring and it warms up, I got a whole list of stuff I want to try out and see what happens with that, and we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. Anyways, so that's just an update on my channel. Oh, and then the motor, the Onan, and the Miller Trailblazer, all that stuff's going to be over on the other channel also. So the Renegade Garage channel, all that stuff will be over there too. So, and I'm going to try to set up, I can't do live streams over there from my mobile. So what we're going to do is, I got to try to figure out a setup to get my laptop out here and do a live stream. I might do a double live stream on my regular channel with my phone, and then have my laptop out here and do a live stream with my laptop on the Renegade channel. But I want to know how to share the link. I want to be able to share that link to the Renegade channel on this channel, so you can click the link and go over there, so I can let people know what's going on and stuff like that. But that's down the road. I was going to try to do that tonight, but it just ended up being too hectic, and it was already 7 o'clock, and I figured I didn't want to screw around for an hour or two and be out here and then it not work, and then just miss the opportunity to go live and it'd be too late, or something like that. I don't know. So anyways, that's not nothing to do with tools, but that is just a little update. The Onan motor is completely apart. I got to pull the crank still in it. There's a gear on the crank. It's the crank gear, and I got to pull it off. I need a couple 1030. They're about 5 inches long, and I'm not finding them. So I might have to go online and order them or something. But if I do, you know, whatever. But that's the only thing that's holding me back. Once I get that crank gear off, we're going to pull that crank out. Now I can start cleaning that thing up. I got to hone the cylinders, and I can clean the whole block, and then from there it's just reassemble. Because I got everything, it just needs cleaned up and then reassembled. The only thing I got to get is the piston rings, and maybe a couple gaskets, like an oil pan gasket, and maybe like the front cover gasket, stuff like that on that motor. But I haven't worked on that in a couple weeks. It's been probably the week of Christmas, I guess, was the last week I worked on it. And it's just sitting over there. I got it in a plastic trash bag to keep dust off of it. I got everything labeled in one of my tool carts, all my parts and everything, to where it goes back together. And I got the piston just sitting in kerosene right now, trying to get the what's that called? I can't even think tonight. The corrosion off the top of the piston. I don't know what it's called. I can't think what it's called. But anyways, it's in there so I can get that stuff off of it. So anyways, that's what we got going on. Like I said, not a whole lot of exciting stuff going on inside here. But it is what it is, and we're 20 minutes into this video. So guess what we came to talk about is tools. I want to show you a couple of the ratchets I got and talk about those. I'll see if I can find them in my magazine. I got a magazine here, and I'll see if so I can give you prices of what this stuff costs. So I can find it real quick, and then we'll talk about a couple sockets or ratchets, and then maybe a wrench set or a socket set or something like that. Let me pull this up, see if I can find it real quick. And of course, you can always use the 20% discounts at Harbor Freight. Everybody knows that. They did have the new, I was down there the other day, and they have the new, the Icon tools. And they look really good, but they're, I don't know, they must have gone into competition with Snap-on because they're a little expensive. Let's see. The ratchets, the flex head ratchet start at $27.99. Is for the flex head ratchet. The swivel head ratchets, they all start at $27.99. And they got like the long reach flex head, and they're all start at $27.99. The wrench set starts at $50. $49.99 for a wrench set from the it's got to be Icon. And they got the breaker bar start at $34. The torque wrenches start at $99. What else we got? We got socket sets starting at $24.99. So not super expensive, but more expensive than the Pittsburgh stuff. Here we go. I got my thing up here. Let's talk about some sockets real quick. Let's see if I can find them here. So the first one, let's talk about these ones. I got these and I don't even use them. When they first came out, I got the composite, what are they called? Get the actual name for these things. The composite offset. Or I think they might be called the teardrops too, but I think they're called the composite. No, they're composite offsets. I got a 1/2 inch drive, and I got the 3/8 drive. And they're nice little ratchets and everything. I just don't use them that often. And they're not that much of an offset. I mean, you can see they do offset some, but they're not, I don't know, they don't offset that much. And you got the 1/2 inch one. Like I said, I don't think I've used them a couple times, but that's it. And nothing wrong with them or anything. I just don't use them that often. I use the other ratchets. These ones run at, the 3/8 one is $9.99. And where's the 1/2 inch? That's all 3/8, 3/8, 3/8. It don't even show the 1/2 inch one. Oh, it don't show the price of the 1/2 inch one, so I don't know what the 1/2 inch one runs. But it's showing the 3/8 one running at $9.99. And you can use a 20% discount on all Pittsburgh tools. Or I've always used them on Pittsburgh tools and I never said anything. So I'm assuming you can use them on the old Pittsburgh tools. That's weird. They show the composite in the 3/8 but not the 1/2 inch, and it don't show the 1/4 inch. It's available 3/8, 1/4, or 1/2 inch, but it's not showing them. It don't show the price. It only shows the price of the 3/8 one. So if the 3/8 is $9.99, the 1/2 inch is probably like $10.99 or probably $12.99 would be my guess. Flex head, long handle. Whatever. Okay, so the next one is, this is the that's the next one I got, and that is the composite. Yeah, the composite. This is the composite teardrop, and this one is, this is a 1/2 inch drive one here, but they're only showing the 3/8 on that one too. You probably go on the website to get the actual prices. The book doesn't show them all, I guess. It's showing the 3/8 at $15.99. So the 3/8 runs $15.99. So this one probably runs $18, maybe $20. I don't know how much of a difference they have between the 3/8 and the $2. I don't know. And this one here, these three right here, I've probably only used between these two and this one. I probably only used like maybe a couple times. And then I got this one, and I don't even when I got this a long time, not a long time ago. I probably had it for at least 6 months, and I've never used it at all. And this is the 3/8 drive flex head ratchet, and it's still in the package. I never even took it out of the package. It's the flex head. You can see it flexes. And 3/8 drive. This one runs, flex head 3/8 drive, $20.99. $20.99, and I've never even used it. Still in the package. And I don't know how. I might have got this one actually for Christmas last year. I think I did get it for Christmas last year, and I'm still in the package. Never used it. So I can't even tell you about that one. This one here, this ratchet here, is probably my favorite ratchet. And this one is, let me find it here. This is the extendable ratchet. It's 3/8 on one side, 1/4 inch on the other side, and it extends from, well, it extends to 13.5 inches. So whatever this is, it extends to 13.5. So what is that? 10. It goes from 10 inches to 13.5, and you can. It does have the like you can do. That's one. There's two, and there's three. So it has 3 different buttons, or 3 different dots on it, and it has the 3/8. I never seen a ratchet that had the 3/8 on one side and the 1/4 inch on the other side, but I've never used a 1/4 inch. For 1/4 inch stuff, it's kind of a big socket. So, and anyways, this is the socket. This is probably the second most used socket that I use, or ratchet that I use. I keep calling these sockets and they're ratchets. So this is probably the second most ratchet. And this one, like I said, it's funny. It's never even been opened out of the package or anything. The next thing I got that I use probably the most, this is my go-to socket set. I had this one up last week. That's it right there. And this is called a go-through socket set. It's got the SAEN metric on both sides. It's got a 72-tooth reversible go-through ratchet. 18 metric sockets. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 18 sockets. A little greasy, a little dirty. It's got a 3-inch extension and a 3/8 socket adapter, and it's 3/8 drive. And it doesn't say the sizes, but it does have, let me see if I can explain it. It goes from 10 millimeter up to 19 millimeter, and it probably skips. It's got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't tell what that one is without pulling it out. There's a 17, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, I guess. And then on the SAE side, it goes, let's pull it out real quick. See what we got going on. goes the whole way up to a 3/4, and it starts at a 3/8. No, it starts more smaller than that. Yeah, 3/8. It goes 3/8 to 3/4 on the SAE side. So you got that. You got the extension right here, and you got the adapter, and that one's still, I never used that either. It's still zip tied in there. Never cut the zip tie on that. I do use the extension all the time. This is my go-to socket set just because everything's here. It's got, you just grab the whole thing, take it wherever you're going, you're good to go. You don't have to go root for sockets or anything like that. Let me try to find the price on this thing. Oh, here it is. 21-piece SAE and metric go-through socket set, $19.99. So 20 bucks for this thing. 20 bucks for this thing, and you can use a 20% coupon. So you probably get it for like 16 or something like that. I don't know what 20% that is, because you got to pay the taxes. Basically, the 20% takes the tax off. You might get a little bit more than that. Might take the tax off. So that's all my ratchets. I do got socket sets over there from I got a Craftsman socket set, SAE and metric, and then I got the Pittsburgh. I got 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch. I got a is it a Pittsburgh? I think it's a Pittsburgh impact socket set, and I think that's it. I might have a Husky set over there. So let me get this thing back up on the wall here. And I put all this stuff up on the wall just so it's conveniently where I can grab it real quick like when I need it. And the other thing I noticed is I only got the magazine that it came in. I had a magazine that came, but they used to sell the Yukon. Here's kind of what it is. If you look at it right here. But that's just the mobile storage cabinet. This was an actual toolbox. It had like 9 drawers on it. It had a big drawer. I think it had a big drawer on top. It had a big drawer on the bottom. I don't remember. But they had it for $2.99, and then it was gone for a long time. And now, like I think it was last month, they had it back. So I've been down to my Harbor Freight. I got 2 of them about the same distance. I got one in Hagerstown, Maryland, which is about 35 or so minute drive, maybe 40 minutes. And I got one in Winchester, Virginia. I've been to both of them, and neither one of them got it in yet, but they're supposed to be getting them in. And probably when they get that in, I'll probably mine one of those. It's a tool chest. But it's not in the magazine. I had a magazine that had it, but this ain't the magazine it was. So that's my ratchets. Let me see if I can find getting over there. Pneumonia. I don't have pneumonia, but let me see if I can find some wrenches. We'll talk about wrenches for a minute, then we'll maybe finish this up. I don't know. So, well, they got Quinn. I didn't know they had that. They got Quinn socket and ratchet sets at Harbor Freight. A 21-piece 3/8 SAE and metric high visibility chrome socket and ratchet set, $24.99, and a 35-piece 3/8 SAE and metric high visibility socket set. You get more sockets, 38 bucks. I didn't even know Quinn made this. I didn't know they carried Quinn, or I knew they carried Quinn, but I didn't know they had made sockets. I thought they made like pliers and stuff like that. So anyways, let me see. I had wrenches right here. Is that them? Yeah. Ratcheting wrench sets. So, the other thing I got that I used a lot, I haven't had no problem with them. I've had a couple people say that they broke them and stuff. But I got the ratcheting wrench sets. Not the flex set. They do make 2 different kinds. They got these kind. That's the metric there. The metric. We'll go through the sizes here in a minute. These aren't the flex head. They make the flex head ones. And the flex head ones are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flex head are a 5-piece. You get them in SAE and metric, and they're $24.99. This is the 7-piece, so this is 2 more wrenches, but they're not flex head and they're the same price, $24.99. So I got both of those, and they go 5/16 on the SAE. They go 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch, 9/16, 5/8, and 3/4. Mainly your standard sizes on the SAEs. And then on the metric side, we skip a couple. We got an 8, a 10, a 12, skip the 11 and the 9, and you go 12, 13, 14, and 15, and then you skip a 16 and it goes to 17. So it's 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 17 on the metric side. So probably for the most part, pretty much every wrench that's commonly used. It's not every wrench you're ever going to use naturally. And then on the flex head, it don't say the sizes on here, so I don't know what size it is. It's 5 flex head wrenches. And you'd have thought if they're doing flex head, you'd have thought they'd have put 7 wrenches in there. But they don't. Just 5 of them. So anyways, what else can we talk about? I think that's about it. We're getting 30 minutes into a live stream and there's nobody watching. So let me flip through this magazine, see if I can find anything that's worth talking about. See anything that I want to get. There's a bunch of stuff I want to get, but what I want to get and what I'm going to get is 2 different things. We can talk about the impact wrenches. Impact, what are they called? Impact air impact wrenches. Air impact wrenches. They got the Earthquake brand, and they got about 4 or 5 different ones. They got what's their cheap brand called? The Central Pneumatic is their cheap brand, and it's basically just whatever. It's 250 foot-pounds of torque, and it runs $22.99. The next one up is the Earthquake ½ inch. It's got 800 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot, and it's $99, which isn't bad at all. And then you've got the ½ inch composite Earthquake, which is 950 foot-pounds of torque, and it's $124.99. I don't think you can use 20% discount on the Earthquake stuff. I may be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Then the next one up on the Earthquake stuff is the ½ inch extreme torque, 1,190 foot-pounds of torque. Is that what they call that on an impact wreck? Is that called foot-pounds of torque? It says foot-pounds. I'm guessing that's what they mean, foot-pounds of torque. And it's $149.99. And that's their Earthquake stuff. Then they got some what they call stubby stuff, ½ inch stubby ultralight extreme torque, 700 foot-pounds for $109. That's a stubby one. It's like a torque. It's one. It's like half the size. Then they got the 3/4 composite pro extreme torque, 1,700 foot-pounds of torque, $269.99. Then they got them in battery guns too. 3/8, ½ inch, and 3/4. Prices on those: $169, $269, and $279 for the battery gun torque wrenches. So some of them got a little pricey quick. Never used them. I have no idea what they're like. But I know the torque wrench I got, the air impact wrench, or whatever you want to call it, air impact wrench, I guess, or air, whatever, is the Walmart special. And it's basically the Central Pneumatic, 250 foot-pounds of torque, and it doesn't really do a whole lot of anything. Most of the time, you have trouble busting lug nuts loose with it. When I was working on my pickup truck that I bought I couldn't even break the lug nuts loose. They were torqued down to 180 foot-pounds or something like that on a 1-ton truck. I can't remember what they were. But anyways, it couldn't break them loose. I had to break out a breaker bar and get them busted loose with a breaker bar. So, I think that's it. I think that's it in the way of tools. I got a couple screwdriver sets. I never had luck with screwdriver sets. I think I had a Stanley set that was decent. got it at Walmart, and it did all right for a while. Then the ends started stripping out on them. Like the real fine, the small screwdrivers, the ends would strip out on them, something like that. I think I had a Craftsman set a long time ago. I lost most of that. And then I think I got a set from, I think I say Tractor Supply, a screwdriver set. I know I got the Allen wrench set, the T-handle Allen wrench from Tractor Supply. But yeah, I don't know about. I can't kind of think. I think it's a Tractor Supply brand. But I don't know what the name of the brand is, so it doesn't matter. And then, yeah, I think that's about it in the way of some tools and stuff. And from there, it's just odd and end stuff. Like you just need like a tool you don't got, you just go like to Advances to buy it because it's close, or you go to Tractor Supply and you buy whatever brand they sell, whatever, because you just need a tool to get the job done. Like I was working on my truck, changing the brakes, and the back of the brakes takes is it the Allen wrench or the Star wrench? I can't remember. But I didn't have whatever it took. It was either the Allen bolt on the back of the calipers to take the brakes off to change the brake pads on the front. It's either an Allen. I think it's Allen. I think it is an Allen head. And I had a couple Allen head sockets, but I don't have I didn't have the one that I needed. So I ran down to Tractor Supply and bought a cheap set for 10 or 12 bucks. And I don't know what the brand of it is or anything. It's over in the toolbox. I should go grab it. Let me go grab it real quick before we get off here. So anyways, I was changing the brakes on the front of my 1-ton truck, and I needed Allen wrenches, and I wanted them in the socket like that. So I ran down to Tractor Supply, and the brand it don't even have a name on it. It's just called a 9-piece 3/8 1/2-inch SAE hex bit socket set. And it just says distributed by Tractor Supply Company. So there's not even a brand on there, like whatever. And then I bought these, and this is it says anytime. I think this is called a reverse star. I don't know what that's called, but you can see what it is. I ordered this off of Amazon because I was working on I just bought that truck, and I was tearing the steering column apart, and 2 of the bolts in there had a T. What are these? How these go? Oh, these are E's, and 2 of the bolts are like an E. What was it? An E8 or an E10 or something like that. I don't remember, but I never even knew they made the reverse, but I needed a set of these, and it was cheaper just to buy the whole set off of Amazon, so I did. It was delivered the next week, and I fixed it. And these are called Anytime tools. Never even heard of them, but they're E's, they're not T's. So I guess is this Torx? I think that's Torx. I think that's what that's called, a Torx socket. But this is they're called a reverse Torx. And I might be wrong about that. They might not be called Torx. But whatever it's called, they're reverse. They're the opposite, because the Torx, the star comes out and it goes into like the bolt you're taking off, or this is like this, but this is the opposite way. And I can't remember what size it was I needed. It wasn't the 6. It had to be like the 7 or the 8. I can't even tell if they've been used. It's got to be this one. It's this one. It's the 8. It's an E8 or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But that was that. And that's just, you know, you need one tool. And it's cheaper just to buy the whole set than just to buy one socket. So you just buy the whole set. Or you need like, you have a couple of them, but don't get the size you need. Like I have a couple of these laying in my toolbox, the Allen heads, to change the brakes or whatever on a Chevy, like 90 Chevy. And I don't have the actual one that I need, and it's on a 1-ton. I can't remember what it was. I think on like a regular one it's 3/8, but I think it might have been half inch. Might have been half-inch Allen. So you just go down and buy the set just because. So I got a bunch of tools like that where I just bought special sets because I needed just one socket, one ratchet, one wrench, or you just go down and buy one individual wrench. Like I got like a humongous impact wrench. It's like a 32 millimeter or 36 millimeter to take the bolt off of. I think it was working on my Cavalier. Take the bolt off to change the CV axle. It goes into like the transmission and goes into the wheel. So it has a big nut on the end of it. It's a 32, I think, but I had a 36 or something. And I was working on a 36. It might have been a half-ton Chevy pickup truck I had back 8 or 10 years ago that I was taking repacking the bearings or something. I needed a 36 for, I don't know. But, you know, a couple impact sockets like that that's just hanging around. Or whatever. So, anyways, I just did a 42-minute live stream and nobody watched it. Not one person watched it. I will tell you. I'm done. 42 minutes in. I think throughout the live stream, I think a couple people stopped in. I think at one point we had 3. The most I've ever had in live stream was 5. So, I mean, we're pulling some big numbers. Definitely pulling some big numbers here. But 3, I think at one point I seen 3 people in here. So, whatever. I did a live stream. No one watched it. What's new? Anyways, I'm out, guys. Don't forget tomorrow. If you're watching this after the fact, because a lot of people do watch them after the fact, I realize that. So, I got an upload tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Check that out. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Go into the comment section. Tell me what you think. Or tell me what you don't think or whatever. That's it. Click that bell so you get notified. And just watch my videos. I don't know. Don't watch my videos. I guess no one does. But anyways, that's it, guys. 43 minutes, 11 seconds. I'm out. We'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll do another live stream next weekend, maybe. Out.